Here are the 5 things you need to be doing to find your soulmate. I'm a transformational coach, and I've been with my soulmate for just about 2 years now, but I knew in the first couple of months that I had found the person that I had been looking for. So if you're ready to find your soulmate, let's jump right in. Number 1, the first thing that you need to do is look at your relationship with yourself. Do you enjoy spending time with you? Do you take good care of yourself? Are you feeding yourself and exercising the way that you wish somebody that you love and cherish takes care of themselves? Look at the things that you want for your favorite person in the whole world, and then do those things for yourself. The most attractive people are people that are happy and content, that are comfortable with themselves and know who they are. So spend time with yourself, focusing on being single and figuring out what it is that lights you up on your own. Number 2, look at the relationships you already have in your life and notice how you feel when you're with those people. The universe brings us more of what we want, what we ask for. So if we're spending time in one-sided relationships or with people that aren't serving us, the universe is going to bring us more of that. So if every time that we get coffee with that friend from high school, we feel like an emotional trash pile afterward, that might be a person to start cutting out of your life. If somebody is not a vibrational match for you at this moment, no matter how long you've been friends with them, it is doing them and yourself a disservice staying in the relationship, or at least staying in it to the same degree. You can always cut back a little bit and see how you feel. It is perfectly okay to have different seasons of life where you spend more or less time with different people. But remember that the universe is going to give you more of what you already have. So if you're spending time with somebody that you don't enjoy and that's draining your energy, you can expect more of that to be happening. It's time to prioritize what you want and what you need and what's important to you so that you are telling the universe what it is that you want in your life. Focus more on the relationships that lift you up, that you feel excited about, that you feel happy about, that you feel supported in and encouraged by, and focus on being that same thing for the people in your life as well. It's time to start saying no, setting some boundaries, and freeing up some time and energy for yourself and some space for your future love. Saying no to things that aren't serving you frees up an energetic space that attracts what you want to you. Be clear with the universe about what you want. Number 3, visualization. Spend some time journaling, meditating, creating a vision board, and get clear on what your soulmate is like, not what they look like. This is important. You can say, I want somebody who values themselves, values fitness, takes the time to stay healthy. Perfectly okay to want that, especially when you are that person as well. It's perfectly okay to want somebody who values themselves and takes care of themselves. It shows that they respect themselves. It is not helpful to focus on six-pack abs or something like that. The ways that people look do not tell us who they are. And the way that somebody is with you matters more than how they look. It's also possible that together you can get those six-pack abs. Having something be important to you, like fitness, is not the same as having a physical goal for the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Focus on what you want them to be like and not what you want them to look like. Even better is to focus on how you want to feel when you're with this person. So on my vision board, I included a picture that had 2 hands interlaced like this with a ring on one of the fingers. And it was ethereal and romantic. It was very easy for me to imagine that that was myself with a partner. And I liked that both hands were sort of androgynous. I couldn't really tell if they were male or female. And it let me imagine myself in that space with a person that I felt comfortable taking a picture like that with. Finding something to put on your vision board that feels the way you want to feel with this person and letting that light you up and be excited about it is going to be really important for finding your soulmate and attracting that person to you. I think this is one of the most important things that I did to find my soulmate, was allow myself to feel the way that I wanted to feel. When I imagined spending my life, the rest of my life with somebody, I wanted to feel really safe and calm and cherished. And every time I looked at that picture, I allowed myself to feel that like I already had it. And that's a really powerful attractor for bringing what you want into your life. Number 4, look for patterns in your past relationships so that you can recognize if you are falling into those patterns again. This might be better with a friend or a family member that you trust and that can be gentle with you, that you feel safe being really honest with, and that feels that they can be honest with you as well. If you don't have anybody in your life like that, there are coaches like me and therapists and counselors, people who can help you look at those patterns and break them down and see what things you were doing that weren't serving you and what things are cyclical, what you keep falling into, what tricks you or traps you and makes you unhappy. I spent years dating the same kind of person over and over again because I thought that was what I wanted, but it never worked out. How many failed relationships do you need to be in before you can recognize the pattern and try something different? For me, that was a lot. Hopefully for you, it's less than that. But everybody has their path, and it's okay to be on that path. What do you need to do to recognize your delightful patterns and heal them and try something different? I truly believe that every person is deserving of love and a soulmate or soulmates connection, and that a lot of us get stopped from finding the love that we deserve because of unhealed and unresolved things in our past. Sometimes to move forward, we have to look back. One more thing I will say about this is a bit of very simple advice that changed my life. Somebody told me, what you're really looking for when you're looking for a partner in terms of attraction is a level 7 or 8 attraction, not a 10 out of 10 attraction. And I thought that was very strange, but level 10 attraction is actually your unresolved wounding, trauma, etc. It's your patterns recognizing the ability to play out that pattern with somebody new. Human beings are designed like this. We want to try to fix and solve our problems and other people. So if you had a parent that was not very emotionally available, your 10 out of 10 attraction might be somebody who's just not that into you. That might be just like the thing that you want more than anything. And every time you pick a partner, it's somebody who's emotionally unavailable. That's what I'm talking about, talking to somebody else about your patterns. They might be able to say, seems like you always pick people that aren't that nice to you, or that don't really believe in you, or that don't think you're funny and you're the funniest person I know. Why are you doing that? And more importantly than why, can you let it go and stop doing that? You might need help getting past that pattern, but recognizing that it's there and noticing sooner when you date somebody new that, oh, they're doing that same thing that my dad or my mom used to do, or my sibling, or that I fall into this trap a lot, lets you get out of it sooner, have a lot less fallout, and try again with somebody new who doesn't bring up that same pattern in you. So look for the 6 or 7 out of 10 attraction. You want to be attracted to this person, but you don't want to be so attracted to this person. That is usually a sign that it's not the healthiest relationship. And that was not something I had ever heard or thought was okay, to not go for only the person that I felt super drawn to, right? Media, books, TV, they all kind of tell us that you're looking for this like once in a lifetime love that's just like spans the ages, craziness, right? It's just like so much intensity around the kind of love that we're supposed to find and we're supposed to want. And as I've talked about before on this channel, I want a love that feels like a campfire and not a firework. I want cozy and calm and long lasting instead of an explosion that is really dramatic and exciting and fun and then is over. So if you're looking for a soulmate, a long-term, lifelong connection and partner, how do we get to a place where we're looking for somebody that feels like home instead of somebody that feels like a vacation? Number 5, the last and best thing that you can do for yourself is to stop looking. I know, but hear me out. It's like when you can't find your keys and you're so frustrated and upset and you're running late and you know you put them right here, but they're not there. And you're so focused on finding these darn keys. They should be here. Where are they? They're not here. And then you finally give up in a huff. Fine, I'll go grocery shopping later. And you sit down and they're in your pocket, or they're sitting right there where you looked already. When we have this energy of desperation, of grasping, of needing something, forceful wanting, we block what we want from coming to us. There is no space for it to show up. And if it did, we probably wouldn't even recognize it. The right person could be standing right next to us in line, and we wouldn't even notice that they were trying to get our attention. Just like we couldn't see the keys sitting right there where they're supposed to be. So a good example of what to do is something I just heard. It's like buying something from Amazon. You decide that you want something, you maybe do a little bit of research, you pick the one that you want that seems perfect, and you press order, and you trust that it's going to come. You don't stress and second guess and worry about it showing up. You don't look for that Amazon package everywhere you go, at the store and at the post office and in your car. You know that it's going to show up and that you'll find it when it does. You trust that it's coming and you wait for it to arrive. You are hopeful and expectant that it'll show up, and you don't know exactly when. And you pay attention to the positive signs. You get an email that says it's out for delivery, and it's positive energy. You're excited about that. You go and check the porch and it's not there yet, but you don't immediately think, oh, it's never coming. You just go, okay, I'll check the porch again in an hour. You remain hopeful and open that the thing that you want is coming and that you'll be able to easily find it when it does. You asked for it, you put in energy, money is a kind of energy, and you trusted that it would show up. Treat the universe like that and trust that if you asked, visualized, felt what it would be like to have that special, wonderful person in your life, created space for them by pruning your current relationships that weren't serving you, and by taking amazing care of your wonderful, beautiful self, just like you will with them. Trust that once you've done all of these things, what you asked for will come. You don't know the packaging or the timing exactly, but trust that it is coming to you and you won't miss it, and be grateful for it, even before it's here, because it's coming. And those are the 5 things that you need to do to find your soulmate. I would love to hear your thoughts about this, and would also like to say, if you're going, okay, Tabi, I hear you, these are all important things, but how do I actually do that? Then subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stick around, because I post videos on these topics and more every week. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely week, and a lovely life. And I'll see you next week. Bye.